ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us live right now on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm so excited that you're here. If you're brand new to the show because you love Carrot Top and you're hanging out with me for the first time ever, I hope that you'll subscribe and click the link below us right here and click the little ding, ding, ding button, because every single day there's new Roundtable content. And I'm excited. I'm the host and the guy who came up with this crazy idea for this show. And I'm so excited to be here. And I love nothing more than spending Thursday with you. I have a big announcement about the Roundtable coming up in our shameless plug. And I thank you all. Thank you all so much for being here, because the world is in a crazy, crazy place. So before we start, I just want to say, I know a lot of people have had a crazy week, especially people in the United States. You've seen a lot of things on the news. We're freezing cold. The world is literally snowing on top of us. So as the world is being crazy and you're all wherever you are, I just want to send you love and peace and know that we're all in this together and you're not alone. And Adrian, who is watching us right now, was on a red carpet the other day for us at Solo Mia with Kevin James, and she saw Whoopi Goldberg. And I didn't put this in the clip, but she saw Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi wasn't doing any interviews, but she told Whoopi, "Thank you for what you say on The View." If you like The View or not, I don't watch The View, but she said, "I don't want to feel alone, and I don't feel alone when I watch it." So whatever you do, make sure you do something that you don't feel alone, and know that the world is here and we're lifting you up. You know, at the end of the show, some of you don't make it that far. There's more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate, and there's more joy than there is sadness. It's about perspective. So just make sure you keep that in mind and pay attention to all of that fun stuff. So I appreciate you all. We have a Carrot Top fan here. Amy Malone 564 says she loves it. She can't wait. Scott is the best. And she hopes he had a good root canal today. He had a root canal today, which is why he wasn't here live, which is why we recorded it yesterday, because he had a root canal. So I hope he had a good root canal for a Carrot Top. Abby is here. Happy Thursday to everyone. Congrats to Abby, says Lattes, because Abby got a teaching job. Let's go, history teacher. I'm excited for you. United Kingdom needs you more than ever. Mark is watching us. He's the teacher with me, and some of my teacher friends watch the show, and we send you our love. The new microphone is so great, but it doesn't allow me to the microphone is so big that it doesn't allow me to get close enough that I could hold it, and I want the wall to just look like a brick wall. It needs like one more foot. Anyway, Adrian is here. Speaking of Adrian, and Marie is here, and Christine is here, and we're all giving lots of love for her dog, Max, the good old buddy. He's been sick, and the vet is helping him. So we send you our prayers and our lots of love. And I can't believe we saw Carrot Top in college in 1990s. So I hope he's doing all right. We send you love, Christine. And Mom is here as well. So hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me see if I put it over here. Do you still hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello. Okay. So, but you hear it. It's weird. See, I don't like it. Okay. I'm not going to be distracted by it. Let's do it. Here's our hot take.
It's smoking.
So the question tonight comes from Lots of Lattes, which is Janelle. And Janelle is coming to us from the East Coast, and my Maryland friend. And I got it right. So the question today is, if you could move anywhere. Oh, I hate that that's all caps, but we're just going to deal with it. We're rolling here, people. We're just going. So if you could move anywhere you want, where would it be? Where would be your play? You win the lottery, you win a ton of money. You are, I'm moving. I'm getting out of the cold, or I'm going somewhere colder. Where would be your place? Money's not an option. Where are you going to move? I moved to Detroit, which was not on my list, but I'm so happy I did, because my husband, I wouldn't have my Darius without being here. Well, I mean, he would have come to New Jersey, which was not on his list either. He has talked more about moving to New Jersey lately than ever. So where would you go? Tell me. It's mandatory if you're watching. All the people watching, put something in the comments. Comment. Say hey. Say hey. How are you? Say hi. My name is Robert. Whatever. I'm moving to Hawaii. And I love the answers. They're coming in already. Here's my weekend review. You guys are nuts. So this week, with all the snow and it being very cold, we lost a whole bunch of days of school here in Detroit. And also it's kind of been like barrel down the hatches. Like some days the wind chill made it negative 16 degrees. I've never been anywhere so cold in my entire life. We didn't get as much snow as Jersey. We got like 16 or 17 inches. but we did get a whole bunch of cold Arctic air blasted in here. And when we did get snow, we had a leak. This room, like I'm looking at the leak right now. We had a leak. Look at my office. It leaked. So Darius went up to the roof and he shoveled the snow off of it. And he's on the mend to fix it. Thank God for a handy man. Oh my God. You know, he does it all. He wears a bag and heels and nails, and he sachets away, and he also takes out the hammer and gets this fixed. So we had a leak. It was like there was water in the corner of my office. And then I also had a visit before, my family is here, and some of them are coming this weekend. My cousins Madison and Logan are here. Oh my! Look who's here. Speaking of school, this is my work friend Nicole Cato. Everybody, she was my coach last year, and now she works at my school. She retired and came back because she's insane. So say hello to Nicole, everyone. I sent you the link, which is very vulnerable because, this is a whole other Robert than Mr. Bannon at the school. So hold on, Cato. All right. So hello, Rebecca. Yo to you too. How you doing? I'm happy that you're here. So, and our friend Amy, who is new to the show, grew up in Minnesota. And now she lives in San Diego. That's fabulous, Amy. God bless you. I love that. School. Oh, Chris Torhada, another good friend of mine from Jersey, is insane in the membrane. There you go, Chris. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. I get it. I'm of the age. And Cat Daddy say, hello, Nicole. There's almost so many teachers up in here tonight. The Cat Daddies are out there in New Jersey and sending you lots of love to the teachers out here in the world. So my weekend review. So I have the flood, and then my cousin, Madison and Logan, are driving across the country in an RV. That's the RV, which all I could think of is Christmas vacation. Okay. And they're documenting their trip. They want to go to all 50 states, and they went to an Alaska cruise, and they went to Hawaii, and they went to all these different states, but they want to do all 50. So they're taking 3 months because they're 23 years old, and they're driving across the country, and they work from virtually, and they park at Cracker Barrels because you can park for free at the Cracker Barrel or the Walmart. I asked if they're scared to be in the RV at night, and they said you can check an app to see if the RV parks are safe. Nothing about this sounds like Robert Bannon. So they shower at the Planet Fitnesses around the country. But what I do love is like they're right now in Iowa or Indiana or Idaho or somewhere that I'll never go. And they're going to Mississippi and Alabama and places they don't let gay people. And I was very, very confused by why they want to do this, but I also kind of wanted to do it, but I don't want to do it for 3 months. Like I would do it for a week. And I also would like to hire someone to drive because I don't want to get up and drive across the country. But we went to the Golden Corral, Cracker Barrel, same shit. And excuse my language. So hi, I'm Fran. How are you? I love you. So when we were at the Cracker Barrel, they told me all, and I toured the RV, but I didn't want to take my phone out for the show because, not everyone wants to be on this mess. Last week, we had 12,000 views of our show at the end of it. We do 50,000 views a week on all platforms. So not everybody wants to be Vanna freaking White up here. So I loved it. I'm fascinated. Next week, maybe I have to ask you, would you go across country in an RV? I would go on a tour bus like I'm Dolly Parton, but I don't want to go in an RV and drive it. And I love Randy Quaid. This here is an RV. I love that movie. Anyway, so it's been a cold week. I got to see my cousins. I'm happy my family's coming, and I'm happy that you're here, and I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you. I love you all so much. So let's hit it. Are you ready for our next thing? Because we got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. Here is my shameless plug.
Because I'm shameless.
Ooh, the Roundtable is on Broadway World every single Friday. Really interesting interview tomorrow. The guy who created the technology for a brand new show. It's a little controversial, and I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. See, Chris says he would go across country in an RV, but without Randy Quaid. who's a crazy person. And Abby went cross country in a Kia Forte. So look, if Abby could go in a Kia Forte, then I can go cross country in an RV, Abby. I can tough it out. But I'm old. Oh, see, and my husband is here. Darius is here. He would probably not go across the country in an RV. The cat daddy wouldn't be showering in any facility that isn't a Hilton. And now you know the gays are here. I agree with my cat daddy friends. Amy Anderson would go cross country with Ellen and Adrian and would have that would be fun. See, that would be fun. I like it. And Chris says I'm not old. I'm 42, Chris. How is your wife? How is your life? I love you all and I miss you. So the show tomorrow is about the guy who created the technology for the show that is playing at the Shed in New York City called The Ark or An Ark with Ian McKellen. Okay. So Ian McKellen is in a show called An Ark, but he's not there. It's like a virtual reality. You wear glasses and he looks like a hologram. And then there's 4 other, and it's not AI, but they used video. I don't get it. Okay. And I asked him in the interview, is this AI? Like, is this controversial? Like, are you trying to take actors' jobs? And we have a whole discussion about it. So if you're interested in that kind of weird, techie, weird stuff, I don't get it. You can watch us always on Fridays at the homepage of BroadwayWorld.com nationally across the country. If you like podcasts, every single day there's a new episode of me on the Broadway Podcast Network, also on iHeart and Spotify. I did 2 interviews. I did a bunch of interviews, different random times, making it work here. And it's been really good interviews. Next week, I'll tell you about the shows coming up in a minute. But there's always ways that you can see us, no matter where you listen, Spotify, iHeart, wherever. There's me. My music is streaming as well. And finally, the upcoming month of shows. Engelbert Humperdinck is here for Valentine's Day. Carrot Top's here tonight. Jeff Dunham's here at the end of the month. Jacqueline Carr, gospel Grammy-winning superstar, will be here as well to talk about Mother's Day in Detroit. And Mateo Lane. So we have an incredible month in February. So it's everything and everyone. And Broadway is every Friday and all the other days also on the podcast network. So that's interesting. Very interesting. The Latte says she's with the cat daddy. She's staying at the Hilton. Chris says he's 40 and she's good. Hi, Lindsay. I hope you're doing amazing. Adrian says we would have the best time. Nicole, yes, come on, join in the party. I too would need a driver and at least a 4-star hotel. See, that's what I'm saying. Amy says I would go RV with Carrot Top. Would he bring the trunks? He would bring the trunks. Oh, Abby says she thought Ian McKellen was dead. Damn, Abs, you killed Ian McKellen. And Latte says if she's going to be going cross country, it's going to be in a plane. Amen to that. We don't even want to drive to Jersey anymore. The 10 hours is too much. So watch tomorrow's interview if you want to see about technology. Also, big news, April 2nd, save the day, everybody, especially my Roundtable family who's been here with me for the years. We've celebrated 4 years of the Roundtable, but April 2nd is our 1,000th show. 1,000 shows, April 2nd. So April 2nd, including Broadway World, YouTube, like all the guests, like every episode, if it's 1,000 episodes of the Roundtable, is April 2nd. What will I have up my sleeve? Well, you have to join me and party on as we go. So April 2nd, the day before Good Friday, our 1,000th Roundtable show. I'm incredibly grateful for you, and we'll be partying it throughout the entire time. I cannot believe it. Yes, Carrot Top, he'd bring too many props. Mateo will be on later in the month for sure. Yeah, no RV with Carrot Top. You don't have room. I understand. I get it. We'll talk to him about his props and where he keeps them in a minute. So much fun. So I'm very excited. See, Darius says I'm not going across country unless there's a plane involved, just like lattes. Marie says April 2nd. Mark, April 2nd, 1,000 episodes. Crazy. How this happened. Jesus. Let's keep it moving, shall we? Here's our Detroit moment.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
So what up, though, is the actual topic. You know, throughout the time I've been here in Detroit, every week we've done something about Detroit. If it's Faygo soda, if it's me eating a Coney dog, if it's Uncle Ray's or Better Made potato chips, if it's talking about things that have happened around the city. And I remembered and thought, I've never talked about what up, though. And the first time I ever heard what up, though, weirdly, was at the King's Theater in Brooklyn. Amanda Seales, who was on the show, who was from Insecure, does a talk show called Smart, Funny, and Black. So, of course, when you think of Smart, Funny, and Black, you think of Robert Bannon. And no, it's stupid. And I went to it with Mike Melfa. If you know Mike Melfa, he is none of those things. No offense, Mike. You're not smart, funny, or black. No, I'm kidding. He's all of them. Well, he's not black. So we go to the show, and Method Man of the Wu-Tang Clan is there, and Mary J. Blige are there. And they're in a game show to see who is this is a real life story. Who is the smart, funny, black person? And the question was, geographically, where do these sayings come from? And What Up Doe was the first one. I had never heard of What Up Doe. I lived in Richmond Park, New Jersey. I knew, no, dough. And my fat self, I would be like pizza dough. So What Up Doe is everybody look at the person next to you. It's a cat, it's a dog, it's your mom, it's your grandma, it's your husband, it's your auntie, it's your neighbor. Maybe you're at the grocery store and it's your stranger. Just look at them in the face and smile and give them a What Up Doe moment. And for my studious people, because so many of us are teachers today, I would like everyone to know that What Up Doe is an adverb, and it means good morning or good afternoon, and it's a greeting to someone, a way of saying, hey, what's up, that originated in Detroit. So look at them and say, What Up Doe? Because you don't give it like a Wendy, you don't give it a how you do it. It's not like it's like a nod. It's like a What Up Doe? What up? It's chill. Lean back, like Fat Joe would say. And give like, What Up Doe? Darius does not say it. Never. I never heard him say it. Has he ever said it? No. So, oh, good. I love that. So that's my moment for you. Now you know. Now you can say it to people. Come visit me in Detroit and say What Up Doe? And that's our moment. Let's go to my favorite thing. My favorite thing. I got to shout out to Adrienne. Let's get Adrienne. She went on all of, she is the favorite thing, and she's coming up with a moment on the red carpet.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
She mailed me this. Which is this is the theme of my show. You know, it's what we say at the end of every episode. And she found this in her travels. I don't know where, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, the other store that Darius buys Christmas ornaments at, At Home, and found this for me, and I absolutely love it. And it's making it into the show, and it's making it into the bookshelf next to me. And I thank you for being a part of it. So this is my favorite thing of the week. I love it. I'm so excited. I got it in the mail this week, and I'm very excited about it. And I am very appreciative of all of the love and support that you all send. And while we're talking about Adrienne and friends, let's talk about our Hey Friend Hey, shall we?
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
There's that how you doing again. So, my mother, Mama Lewis, says, don't learn anything else from my nephew. What up, though, Mama Lewis? What up, though, Mama Lewis? So that's my Detroit moment, you know? Oh, hey, don't cry. Thank you. I appreciated it. It was so cute. So the Grammy Awards are here on Sunday. And I wanted to shout out our friends that have been to this show that are nominated for a Grammy Award. The Grammy Awards are on Sunday on CBS. And I'm very excited. I'm old, so I don't know all of the people that are performing. I look at the list. I'm like, I know Justin Bieber. I don't really care. But I know Lauryn Hill. Is she going to show up on time? I don't really know. All of these things are questions that I have about the Grammy Awards. But I want to shout out the people who have been here. Firstly, we'll start with the musical theater people. The people nominated for Best Musical Theater Album. Shout out to Helen J. Shin, who is in Maybe Happy Ending. And she was here. And Dez, who I know the Cat Daddies are fans of. Des Duran. And so Helen and Des are nominated for Maybe Happy Ending. And then Torrin Everett is nominated for Death Becomes Her. Shout out to Torrin. My incredibly talented Natalie Ventia Belkin, who is in Buena Vista Social Club, is also nominated. So all of them are represented, plus Melinda Hull, who was in Gypsy, also nominated for a Grammy Award. One, two, that's one show, two shows, three shows, four shows. No one from Just in Time has come on the roundtable. So they don't get a shout out. I don't want them to. I vote for the Grammys. I can't tell you who I vote for. It's against the voting rules. I am in the Academy. See? Come on, Kat. Just got Natalie's Light of Broadway card yesterday in a pack. I love her. She is so brilliant. Adrian says another award show in fashion, right? Maybe Darius and Adrian need to do a fashion recap one show. So I love them. Congratulations to all of them. I hope somebody wins. I voted for somebody. I'll tell you after it's over. Am I allowed to do that? I don't know. I'm not trying to get kicked out. It's my first year in. And then also our friends from R&B and gospel. So if you are, my home girl, Lettucey, who is a friend in real life, like my girl. I'm so excited for her to be nominated for Best R&B Album and Best R&B Single. And I love her so much. And then our gospel friends, and Duran Burner, also a R&B singer. And he is an independent artist. And he went out here and put out an album and has gotten a ton of R&B nominations. And I'm super excited for him and what he's been able to accomplish. And then our R&B friends, Tasha Cobb, who has got this most incredible voice, and she was here, and I love her to pieces as well. And then but my girl, Mama Man, Tamala Mann, nominated for Best Gospel Album for her last album. She's been here twice, and I really love her and adore her. And I'm rooting for all of our friends here at the Roundtable. So make sure you check out the Grammy Awards. That just says, don't get kicked out. We need to live vicariously through you. I voted. My vote is in. I voted for Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best New Artist, Best Music. You get to pick categories: Best R&B, Best Musical Theater, Pop, etc. I'll tell you all about it. We'll go over if any of our friends won a Grammy Award when we are back from the show next week. Do I have anything else that I have to say? Did I miss anything? Let's check. I know orange is the new black, but none of those are Carrot Top. No, they're not Carrot Top, but Carrot Top will be here in a few minutes. So hang tight. The first half hour of the show is all this fun stuff. Actually, Carrot Top's coming on right now. We finished, right? Let's do it. So Carrot Top was here last week. I had a root canal today, so we couldn't be here today. And we had such a great time being able to talk to Carrot Top and all the Carrot Top fans that are here, like Rebecca. The time has come. And after this, Kevin James on the red carpet with Adrian, so don't go anywhere. Carrot Top makes his Roundtable debut with a funny story about when I first saw Carrot Top when I was only 12 years old. This is a true story. Take a peek. Well, welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. Listen, when I was 12 years old, I used to stay up to watch, get up early to watch Regis and Kathy Lee because I needed to see Carrot Top. And my parents for Christmas got me and my 8-year-old brother Carrot Top tickets to see him at the John Harm Center for the Arts in Englewood, New Jersey. This is like 30 years ago, Carrot Top. And I have been a fan and a super fan ever since. And your show is a little adult, Carrot Top, compared to Regis. And
yes, it is.
My mom walked out like, oh my God, I brought my 8-year-old son to this show. It was epic. We live for it to this day. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, good. Yes, thank you for all that.
So the Luxor and being out there in Vegas, I'd rather be in Vegas than Detroit, Michigan, where it's a foot of snow outside right now.
Where are you at now? In
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Yeah, Detroit got hit hard.
It's freezing.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're out there. Your Vegas run is legendary. Yeah. The Luxor is legendary. When did Vegas become home?
To the Luxor, that's when it became 20 years ago.
20 years.
Yeah, I was playing the MGM Grand in and out, kind of like a part-time residency. I got offered the full-time residency at Luxor, and that was 20 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Great. So what is the show? How do you describe what your show has become? What is it like for 2026?
It's just a full multimedia kind of, it's different because when people speak stand-up comics, you think of a comic standing there with a microphone doing it. Our show has interaction with media. There's a big video wall behind me that has a lot of content that might be the punchline. If you see this big picture come up behind me, so it adds to. There's lots of music. There's lots of props, as you said. There's lots of stand-up and storytelling. There's lights and there's fog and it's kind of a a one man show in a sense, but it's got more production and stuff more than what people would think. It's very energizing. There's music, there's stuff going.
Yeah, it's like a rock concert, everybody. It's like a
Yeah,
comic rock Vegas comedy extravaganza.
yeah, there you go. Great. Yeah,
And 90 minutes of material is not easy to do a show every night and fill it with jokes and commentary, but you're like expert because you do a little bit of it
yeah.
all.
Right. I try to at least. Yes.
So is it true that your dad was a NASA engineer? Like,
Full on. Yes. Yes, he was. Yes.
and that's not anywhere close to comedy show
No. No.
business.
No. Yeah. No. It's a little furthest from it. In fact, it was the furthest thing from it. In fact, my brother and his wife were at the show last night. And it was fun having my brother because my brother, of course, was there to see my life. And my brother went to the Air Force Academy and became an F-16 fighter jet pilot. So my dad working at NASA, and my brother working in Air Force. It's such a strange. And there's me, the black sheep of the family. So yeah, it was an interesting family for sure.
When did you decide to be like why comedy? What happened?
I don't even know. I always thought it was kind of fun and funny, and not knowing I could be the one to do it. I just thought I think that's so fun. I love watching comedy, and it made me laugh and feel good. And so I just kind of by accident started trying to be a comedian, and I tried a few things, and it was fun. And then I just kept kind of pursuing and of course changing how I come up with an idea, and that's when slowly the props came into play, and that's when I started kind of saying, I think I'm really going to do this. I'm going to actually go and be a comedian. And so, but it was a lot of failure too. I had the beginning, it wasn't easy because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing, but I mean, I got trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to do on the stage. What's going to be my repertoire? What's going to be my topic? Am I going to be political? Am I going to be observational? Am I going to be relationships? So there's a lot of things to think about how you're going to. That's why I started doing the props, and then with the props that's very observational and very creating like inventions almost. And then as the show progressed over the years, there's more storytelling and live stories and stand up, just to traditional storytelling stand up. So it's nice because a whole bunch of a combination of things.
I love it. I've been a
Yeah,
fan, like I
thank you.
said, for all of these years, and I love hearing about your story. I think being an engineer and doing what you do are very similar because you've built things, you put things together, you
Yeah,
observe the
yeah,
world. Your style and
yes.
the personality and the hair. I didn't realize the Carrot Top. I thought that was a stage name for showbiz. That came like you were a kid when you got that nickname.
Yeah, I think I was a kid, yeah, and it kind of just stuck with me, and then I kind of, I was surfing and I grew my hair long, and I thought, well, maybe it'll be kind of a good look, with long hair and a lot of red, carrot top, and
It's and
you know,
now you're one of the most successful, famous comedians in the entire world. So I guess it worked out pretty well. But as you said, as you
yeah.
said early on, do you think of your career as a big break? Was it Carson? Was it Star Search? Was
I
there a
think
moment?
I think there's a combination of things because I wasn't one of those guys that got on like a sitcom, and it made me overnight or Saturday Night Live. I did a whole bunch of different things. So I would do Regis, like you said, Regis and Kathy Lee, and then I would do the Tonight Show, and then I would do MTV half hour comedy, as Spring Breaks MTV thing, and then do Evening at the Improv, and then do a special with with Jonathan Winters. So it was always a lot of things, and I think it started to be legit. I think, I mean, when I was doing like the Regis or the Tonight Show, because it's on NBC. It's like I'm on a network. I'm on a show that, you know, uh, who you pick a star, Tom Selleck. And I'm on
Right.
the same show with Tom Selleck. So it was like real, and so that's when it started to feel like I think I'm actually doing this. I'm a comic. I'm being successful. I tell my mom I'm in a movie with Don Rickles. Like, what? I'm like, yeah. So it was surreal in a sense.
And this little kid in Richfield Park, New Jersey, definitely took notice, and that's what is exciting
Yeah.
is that there must be people that are new generation of comics or people that you meet that have been watching you and following your career. You've inspired
Yeah.
them to be the next generation.
Yes, I hope so. I do get a lot of young people that say that every day. Like, I've been watching you since I was a kid. I said, I've been watching me since I was a kid. You know? Yeah.
So the props, how often does
Yeah.
the show change? How often do you come up with an idea for a new
Well,
one?
everything, yeah, because it's just so layered and integrated that a lot of times there'll be a new prop, or sometimes there'll be a new stand-up, or sometimes there's a new story, or sometimes there's both. I could come up with a prop and a story and a thing. And it just depends on how creative my brain's going. But the show changes a lot. There's a lot of it evolves of current event things like whatever happens to be in town. Dolly Parton is coming, so we have a Dolly Parton joke, and the rodeo is in town. We had a bunch of rodeo things. So no matter what happens in town or what happens in the world, you just kind of evolve into now we're picking on the Super Bowl now, so that's going to be fun. We're picking on certain teams, and they get all round up. So yeah, but
So
it always changes. That's the important thing. Yeah, keep it changing.
if you've been to Vegas last year or 2 years ago and you've seen the show, you got to come back and see it again because there's going to be new parts of it that you have never seen before.
Yes,
Where now in my head, there's like a Carrot Top warehouse full of like doll
yes.
heads and plastic poop and the stick that holds the two pieces together. Where are the props? How do you organize them? Do you have a list of all of them? What do you do?
But part of that is yes. We do have a warehouse that's full of stuff. Literally, it's all the ones. It's like the resting home for all the props that used to be employed. Um, but they're all in a room, and they're all there, and it's weird. Some of them are kind of numbered, and some are just a mess. So just last week, I was trying to find something, and I just gave up. I could not find. I know it was in there, but I couldn't find it. The certain prop, so we just made a new one. But there are a lot of things in there. I walk back in there. It's just kind of like it's memory lane. Like, oh my God, I remember that when that was in the show. And, remember this one that was so funny. But things come and go out of the show. But I keep every one of them. So yeah.
And I hear that I've seen on your social media, your like digs at the Luxor are pretty swanky. Like it's like a Carrot Top's
Mm.
apartment back there.
Yeah, it's a cool dress. I have had friends that come back and say my dressing room is better than my show. Because it's just so cool. It's just a great little, like a dorm room in a sense meets. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a little den.
Do the props ever bomb? Do you ever have ideas of that bomb that you
Oh yeah, every comic has things that bomb. That's part of being a comic. That's part of being in the job. Yeah, I mean not as much now because I think I kind of figure out before I even attempt to do something. I know that's going to be somewhat funny. But yeah, I've had some over the years that tanked it. Yeah, they're in the warehouse just collecting dust. They never made it. But
and
yeah.
are there other things that you don't take out that are kind of been like these are
Yeah,
signature?
sometimes I keep some of the carrot classics in there and just they're just there for good. It's like doing a hit for the Stones. You got to have a couple of hits in there, and so I keep some of those in there, and then I interchange new ones, and sometimes I'll bring back a story that I haven't done in a while, so
I
it's
love it.
fun. Yeah.
So, in this crazy world that we live in, it's crazy out here in these streets for a lot of people. How important is it that you people come, they go on vacation, they save their money, they fly across the world? It's
Yeah.
the world,
Yeah.
and they give their money up and they forget their stress for a little while. That's got to be the great joy
Yeah.
of the gig.
Absolutely, but the best joy of the whole thing is doing the show and seeing the people smile and having fun and escaping their life. And I get a lot of fan mail, and I get letters all the time that shock me that people that are coming to the show with maybe their last week on Earth to live.
Yeah.
They're coming to the show. You hear all these things, and so every show you're up there, you gotta think that in your head. There's people out there that are suffering. There's people that have gone through some crazy enough, and then they want to have fun, and it's my job to have that night of fun, regardless.
Well, carrottop.com is where you can get tickets. Go to the Luxor and get
Yeah.
your tickets. Make sure you see the show. He's got a show tonight. He's got a show every day. He's there. He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, I'm there.
he's there. So when people come, who is the show for? Do you want it to be a date night? Do you want it to be a bachelor party, bachelorette
You
party?
know,
Who's
It's well, what I wanted to be before I wouldn't be able to be able to choose that. What it is it's from I wouldn't say 8 to 80. My demographics 8 to 80, but the people that come to my show, I would say 16 to 80. And it can be bachelor parties, it can be bachelorette parties, it could be wedding parties, bar mitzvahs, it could be a bunch of people just coming together, neighbors, friends of business group friends. A lot of times when they have like the concrete convention in town, there'll be a lot of dudes, with their plaids. And I'm like, oh, you guys all work together, kind of thing. So yeah, you kind of never. And there's couples. single people. It's everybody. It really is. And that's kind of what's fun too, because you look out there every night, is it's an eclectic group of people that aren't really, some that don't really know each other. It's not like playing a college when I used to do colleges where the whole audience knew each other, the whole
Right.
crowd was, or doing a private party for a company, but the whole crowd knows each other. And it's more fun to have it where no one knows each other. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous people from miscellaneous states all across the world. Yeah.
I love it. Do you ever miss being on the road? I know some people talk about touring again, or do you going to tour again, or do you
Yeah, we're
like
gonna
people?
tour a little bit. We're gonna tour a bit less next year. It's tough for us because the show is, like you said, it's every night, and so there's not a lot of chances to get out of Vegas and go on the road. So we
I
pick and
love it.
choose. Yeah.
I also love your TV and movie work and all of the acting
Okay.
that you've gotten to done. Is that something you hope to do more of too? I know you're there.
Yeah.
You're Vegasing it up, but we could sneak you out for some guest spots.
Absolutely, I love doing TV and movies, and yeah, for sure. We're just trying to get back onto that Hacks show because Hacks is filming out here, and we're trying to get a cameo in that and do a little walk on. But yeah, it would be fun.
I love it. You need to. There's nothing more Vegas than Carrot Top, and you need to be on Hacks. And in my head, I think, people have joked about you. In my head, your day off, I think you're at the gym. I think you take
Yeah,
a nap. I
yeah.
think your gym routine, though, in my head, is just you lifting the crates and the back, or like all the props. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
workout in of itself.
That way.
Why is the gym so important to you? You're ripped, Carrot Top. You're in shape.
Well, I like being in shape, and I think but I always have been. Ever since I was a kid, I was a swimmer, so I've always in athletics. So I try to stay, in shape. I don't try to get too crazy, but I go up in the morning and I run in the park, and then I go have a little lunch, and then I go to the gym, and then I go home and take a little power nap, and then I go to work. So that's pretty much every day.
So you're not at the Luxor all-you-can-eat buffet eating crab
No, no,
legs.
no.
That's
Yeah.
for you when you go to Vegas, everybody watching and listening
Right.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Then you do that. Then
You
go to the
do
show.
that. You'll
Yeah.
stay in shape to do the show.
You're
You
right,
go
right.
enjoy.
You're right.
Can I say give you a really big thank you? It means a real big honor for me to have you here. I grew up watching you, as many people now apparently say,
Yeah, yeah.
and it means so much. And the words
Thank
that
you.
you've said and the jokes that you've given and the laughs you've given us have helped us through a lot of dark, scary times. And I hope you
Yes.
remember. I hope you remember. And really means a lot to all of us that the work that you do and the time you spend on stage has meant a lot to us out here. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you for having me on. I appreciate the love that you get from me.
Please look. I'm gonna take my husband. We're gonna take a weekend in Vegas. We're gonna
Oh,
leave.
good. There you go.
I'm gonna have to find Carrot Top. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I can't even give you a chocolate or a. I'll give you a kale salad and a hug.
I like everything. I like everything.
Okay, done. Then
Bring me chocolate. I like chocolate.
that's what we're gonna do. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you very
Much
much.
love.
And let me know when you come in town.
You got it. We'll got it. Carrot Top, everybody. He's at the Luxor. It's in a great place on the strip. You find the pyramid, you'll find Carrot Top right there. You got to make sure you check it out. Get your tickets and come see him when you visit. He'll be there forever. I mean, you have residency
I hope so.
forever.
I hope so. Yeah. Not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. Thank you so much. Much
Hey,
love. Thank you for
you
being
got
here.
it. Thank you.
I loved him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I grew up. See, Chris says, everybody see Carrot Top. He did with friends. Love it. Marie says, thank you. You make your conversation so easy and lovely for guests and audience. No pulling teeth. Bravo. Thank you so much. He's so down to earth and friendly. He's not the way I thought he was going to be at all. I saw him. I used to watch him on Regis and Kathy Late, and I loved that he had the props. And then my parents bought the tickets. He was so filthy that my brother was 8. My parents were so embarrassed that he it was so filthy. We were the only kids there. And he doesn't tour, like he says, because he's in Vegas. So if you go to Vegas, make sure you check out Carrot Top. I was very honored and very excited about the guests that are coming on the show so far this year. And it's thanks to the people watching, so that's why I encourage you to watch and share with a friend. And all my new friends and viewers, make sure you come and watch us and join us on Thursdays or watch us every single day wherever you listen to your podcast, because that's how we get guests, is by more people watching and stuff like that. So I don't make any money from this show yet. I don't do it for that reason. I do it to share love and appreciate the joy and have some fun with y'all. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate you for being here. That means a lot to me. Come back next time. We have more comedians coming on, Jeff Dunham, Mateo Lane, etc. I want to read your answers to the hot topic question, which is, if you could move anywhere, where would you move? And that was from earlier. And then Adrian will be here on the red carpet. The Cat Daddy says, I wouldn't live anywhere else. Hoboken, New Jersey is the place to be. We're a 20-minute bus ride and we're in the theater district. But if I had to move, Montreal would be the pick. You know, Hoboken is a good spot. It is a good spot. And if you don't have a car and you don't need to park, I mean, it's fancy, it's bougie. It is, it's not a cheap place to live, but it is a cool place to live because you jump on the bus, you go through the tunnel. I get it. I get it. Abby in the UK says Flagstaff, Arizona, or Cyprus, Greece. Paphos, Cyprus. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Greece so bad. I love it. Amy says that she now lives in San Diego, so I'm guessing Amy, that's her spot. Amy's spot where she wants to be. Adrian says Golden Oaks in Lake Buena Vista, Florida. If money was no object. I love San Diego and Montreal too. I love it. Latte says San Diego. If I ever hit the lottery, you know where you'll find me. I love it too. Latte's out there. And then we all talked about, everybody else talked about driving cross country. So fun question. Thank you so much to Lattes for the question. Mom says La Jolla, California. We had the best time in La Jolla, California as kids growing up. And thank you, Chris. He's listened to my music and I still do. New music coming out this year. Rebecca says, I would flee Texas, stat. Okay. I would flee Texas, stat, and have multiple homes, 1 or 2 in Florida and then others elsewhere. Oh, I love that you are out there in Texas and then you would leave Texas and be in Florida and somewhere else. I love that, Rebecca. Well, thank you for joining us from Texas and shout out to you. Hope you're doing amazing and well. I know it snowed in Texas too, right? Where would you and Darius live? Where would Darius, Darius's dream is to have a horse farm in like Montana. And but we've been looking at houses. He said if we won the Mega Millions, we'd buy our house in Jersey so we could be with the family in Jersey and then be back and forth in Detroit. I love where I am and I love Jersey. I never thought I was going to leave New Jersey. So I don't want to move farther away. I don't want to be in Hawaii. I love Hawaii. I don't love LA. San Diego is gorgeous. La Jolla is gorgeous. I'm not a Florida person. It's too hot. I think I would, I don't know. I'd definitely have my place in the East Coast in Jersey and New York. I'm a city guy. Even when I moved here, Darius was like, you want to live outside the city? No, I got to try it. I got to be here. So I'm here. And thank you very much. I know you're in 6th grade and you're going to do great in junior high school. And I love when my New Jersey students still follow me. So thank you for, I wish I could come back and see you and give you a big hug, but I can give you a lot of credit and proud of you. So keep going. Okay. Keep going. And thank you, Chris. Yeah. New music, new single and stuff coming out, maybe new Christmas music as well. So hang tight for that. If you listen to me, my music, my albums are out. You can stream them. 1, 2, single, wherever you listen to music. Final, and then come see me, Chris and Lindsay, June 20th, 54 Below, my Pride show. So finally, I was Glenn Goulia in the show with it. That's another story. I was in the wedding singer with Chris. I love Chris. Finally, Adrian, my new East Coast correspondent. She calls herself the East Coast correspondent because she watches Entertainment Tonight every day. And she was on the red carpet like an Entertainment Tonight correspondent for a brand new movie called Solo Mio. And there is the stars of it, including someone from Sons of Anarchy and Kevin James and other people I don't know. And then at the end, I edited it down to 10 minutes because otherwise it would be too long. There's a surprise Broadway guest who's done this show a couple times. Who was on the red carpet. And the movie sounds cute. So let me hit the graphic for this. Do you mind introducing yourself to the Roundtablers? That's her signature. I edit it out. She says it every interview. And every interview, it makes me laugh. Hi, I'm Adrian with the Roundtable. This is my cousin Robert. Do you mind introducing yourself to the Roundtablers? Here is Adrian at the red carpet of Solo. It's called Solo Mio, but I want to say, Oh, Solo Mio.
Hey, Roundtablers. Here we are, Adrian and John.
Like, I think it was halfway written.
Oh, it was almost gone. Where'd it go?
Hey, Roundtablers. Here we are, Adrian and John. at the premiere for Solo Mio starring Kevin James. It is our first movie premiere. We're so excited to be here. Stick around, save me a seat at the round table. Wait till you see what we have in store for you tonight. We'll see you later.
Let's see you.
What could you tell the public to come and see this in the theaters? Because we got to bring people back to the theaters.
Yeah, I just think
Kevin James,
it's a great.
Solo Mio. You need to go see it.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's a whole experience to get out and be around with other people. Like they were saying, smell of popcorn and the sticky floors from the. It's just beautiful though to laugh with a group of people and strangers, and it kind of brings everybody together. There's a connection there that you just can't get looking at your iPhone.
And I like that it's older.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
And the cast and crew were just amazing. So.
Wonderful. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Fan.
Great meeting you.
Congratulations.
Hi. How are you?
I wore this because it's a nice rom-com,
It is.
fun line of movie. If you could introduce yourself to the Roundtablers, please.
Right there?
Yep, that's my husband right
Hi, hubby. Kim Coates. I play Jules in Solo Mio. Nice to meet you.
When I saw your name, I was so excited. I
Thanks.
said, and when I saw the cast, I said, what a neglected cast. I was like, this looks so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be 48 next month, and I said, I love that
You don't look it. You look fantastic.
But I love that it's an older love story. It's not the 20-year-olds.
It's for everybody.
Right?
No, it really is. It's for teenagers. It's for older people, younger people, middle-aged people. Well, I don't care if you're gay, straight, in love, out of love, need a date night, can't find one. Go see this movie.
Right?
Because have you seen it yet?
I have not.
It's
no.
gonna just rip that heart right out of your chest.
I need a good cry too.
It's a little cry in there. I've seen it 4 or 5 times. I'm a tough guy. I'm not afraid to cry. I still cry. I tear up at the same spot every time when I see this film. But it's uplifting and it's beautiful and it's funny. Rips your heart out, and there's a twist at the end that no one's gonna see coming.
Ooh.
It's got it all.
I love that. I love that. Now, I would be remiss to say, I mean, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Is, I mean, your plethora of filmography is
Nice.
outstanding.
That's a very big word. I got to look that up, hubby. Plethora. I know what it means. Thank you. It's very sweet of you.
But was this something different
Yeah.
for you,
It's a romantic comedy, darling. I mean, I've never been in a true romantic comedy before.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin said he was going to write this for he and I 2 years ago, and he did. I didn't believe him, but he did. And here we are.
I know.
And
I love it.
there he is. He's working his way down the aisle now. We're going to go sit and enjoy this thing. It's going to be an amazing night.
I love it so much. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. So
Really nice to meet you. Nice
Can
to meet you,
Can I ask
honey.
you a favor? Can we just smile and look in? Hi. I'm Adrian with the Roundtable.
Hi, Adrian.
Jonathan, I'm such a fan. The Chosen is so beautiful. I love watching on The View every time that you're on. But for the Roundtablers, could you just introduce yourself and tell us the role you play?
Sure, my name is Jonathan Rumi, and I play Neil in Solo Mio.
And how did this come across your desk?
Kevin James called me up and said, hey, I think I got a movie for us. And I said, I'm in. And I didn't know, it wasn't even written yet. It was I think it was halfway written, but the fact that he was behind it, I was like, yeah, whatever it is.
You're like, I'm in.
Yeah, because he's brilliant in everything he does.
That's right. And it was shot in Rome.
Rome and Tuscany, yeah. It was
Wow.
Italy was our backdrop, and it was incredible. It was amazing.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
today. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So nice
God
to
bless.
meet you.
Hi.
Could you introduce yourself to the Roundtablers, please? Again.
Hi, Roundtable. I am Julianne Emery.
And who is your character?
I play Heather in Solo Mio.
And who is your hubby?
In Solo Mio?
Yes.
My almost hubby is Kevin James.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the inciting incident.
How excited were you to take this on?
So Kevin, James, and I did Hitch together almost a little over 20 years ago.
I love it.
And it was such a beautiful thing to reunite with him. He's so lovely. He's so kind. He's so funny. He's so good at what he does. It was such an easy yes to go do this.
Oh, I love that. Isn't that nice when it's like, oh, this sounds really fun. And
Yeah.
it's in Rome and
Yes.
Rome and Tuscany.
Yes. I mean, there's nowhere more beautiful to shoot than Italy, and it was my second time filming in Italy. So I'm the lucky girl. I mean, I almost hate myself for it, right? Like I'm the lucky girl who has gotten paid to go to Rome twice. Yeah.
But I was speaking with your other castmates, and I was like, it's so nice that it's
Very small little video.
an older love story. I don't want to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying? Because all the rom-coms are young.
I
They're
think
like 20s.
we tend to think people only fall in love in their 20s, and it's not true. And I think the big overriding message of this movie for me is it's never too late. You're never too old. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on going after the life you want. We have this one precious life. Do something great with it.
Yes, that is so true. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. So nice to meet you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Sure. I'm Julie Serta. I played Donna in the film Solo Mio, starring Kevin James. And my character, she is one of the honeymooners that Matt Taylor meets along the way. She's married to Neil, played by Jonathan Rumi, and they are a quirky couple that are married, probably just a bit helicoptery. Got it. But they're unconventional, and I think that's what makes this movie so great. Is that there are a lot of unconventional character, and the message is marriages, relationships can be unconventional, and maybe that works for some, and maybe it doesn't for others, but that's okay.
And I also like that it's a little older, because it's always like the younger one comes, and I'm like, I'm going to be 48 on February 9th.
Thank
so,
you.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
it's
do,
so
girlfriend.
relatable.
I do, because that's where we are today. You know, I do really honestly love that, and the message that it's never too late to find love in life. It just isn't. And I think that's something that can get people tripped up on sometimes.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Very much so.
I met my husband January 3rd of 2020, and he proposed on May 4th of 2020.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
I met my husband in 2010. We got married 4 years later, but we moved in 3 months after dating, because I was just
new, right?
It was so easy.
Yes.
It felt easy. It was a friendship first, so it was just, there's no right or wrong way.
Exactly.
It's your way or the highway, and that's it.
Yes, I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
tonight.
Thank you so much.
So
Take
nice
care.
to meet you. Thank you.
Hi.
We're going to come.
Oh,
yes,
so much.
I know. We're here. That's my husband behind the camera over there. That's
so it's
John.
a family operation. Broadway people.
Yes.
We are a tribe, and we know each other.
Yes.
Now I hear you have a new album coming out
On Friday, yes.
How exciting!
I know, that's why I got invited to something fancy like this. It's a special week.
Yes.
And after you've been married so long, you're not going to have, it's not your wedding. You already had your kids, so you get excited when you have a record. It's a little like a milestone, of creativity.
What can you tell us about the album?
Well, I can tell you a lot of things about the album. I'll just tell you a few things. It's called I Can Dream, Can't I? Illusions and Conversations from the American Songbook. So it draws from the American Songbook, Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, Frank Lesser, Sammy Fain, Jimmy Van Heusen, Cy Coleman, pretty much the greatest hits, Jerome Kern, Oscar Hammerstein, Rodgers and Hart.
Wow.
Yes, but I bet you don't know any of these songs. They're mostly from... It's like an outfit that you never wear in your closet that's really special, and it's like the hidden beautiful things in the wardrobe. I found 14 hidden beautiful songs from these masters. I don't think you know the song I Can Dream, Can't I? Or All in Fun by Jerome Kern.
No, I've not heard
Or
that.
After You Who by Cole Porter. These are exotic, beautiful songs, and they enforce a fantasy life. It's called I Can Dream, Can't I, which is one of the songs, but that became a theme as I kept going. That's why I call it Illusions and Conversations from the American Songbook. And the conversations idea came naturally because not even for budget reasons. I only did it alone with a piano player. This is my longtime piano player. We've done 1 million shows. We've Carnegie Hall to London to Singapore to every jazz club, nightclub, dump, glamorous place, everything. We have always worked together, and anytime we stop working with the band and we just do a piano voice moment, a lot of people are at the edge of their seat. There's a relationship. And he said to me, someday, I guess when we're old enough, someday let's go into this studio with nobody, just us, and a dream and an idea and some songs. Let's just do it. And we did it. That's what this is. This is me and Ted alone. It's like the movie Home Alone.
Yes.
But a recording where the
that's
kids are
wonderful.
the kids have no parents.
Yeah, so Friday, go buy it, stream it, all those lovely things from Miss Melissa Errico.
Melissa
Thank you
Errico,
so
Ted
much.
Firth, no parents.
Melissa, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I hope people enjoy
tonight.
Well, Roundtablers, what a night. Our first official movie premiere. We just got to talk to Kevin James. Solo Mio opens in theaters February 6th. Go and get it. There's a twist at the end. So let me tell you, this is not your average rom-com. And it's so great because you've got such an eclectic cast. It's so great, and it's got a great message about love and hope. And that's what we all can use right now. Some love and hope. Love you, Roundtablers. We'll see you soon.
Did A call me old? Did she say we're an old love story? All I heard was they're old people, A. Ah, I'm old. No, I'm kidding. So cute. So cute. Kevin James. Yes, Doug Heffernan. So cute. Thank you, Rebecca, my Texas friend, for loving the show. She had to go make dinner. Amy Anderson is so proud of Adrian. A great job as always. She is killing it on the red carpet. Watch out, Robert. We don't want to lose her to E! Online or Access Hollywood. That's like Adrian's dream. I told Adrian when I started singing that I would take her to a red carpet. It didn't happen the way that we thought it was going to happen, but Adrian has done a hell of a lot more red carpets than, one or two award shows and stuff like that. So, and she gets nervous, and I'm going to just shout her out. She gets nervous, and she shouldn't get nervous. I told her she's got it. Who cares? Just go there and be you. Be yourself. Have a fun talk. She is adorbs out there for sure. We are, and John says, why is my name in parentheses? If you look,
Do you mind introducing yourself to the Roundtablers?
with a parenthesis. So cute because she always introduces John, and I love do you mind introducing yourself to the Roundtablers? It cracks me the hell up. Melissa Errico at the end. Hello, friend. I'm going to text her. I'm going to text Melissa Errico. I loved watching the interview because she was like, Robert, Melissa and Patrick, her husband, are good people and always so sweet and so fun. So I give them a lot of love to Melissa Errico and Ted Firth. For anybody who is a fan of my music or listens to my music, Ted Firth, who plays piano with Melissa, he plays piano for Melissa, Marilyn May, and someone else, Melissa, Marilyn May, a lot of famous people, okay? And another, like, other big Broadway people and then he plays sometimes for me. But, like, I'm low on that totem pole. So if you listen to Unfinished Business and you listen to me and Jane Monheit sing How Deep is the Ocean, that's Ted Firth playing piano, and that's his arrangement. So shout out to Ted Firth and my friend Melissa Errico. So cute when you see the worlds collide there. So we'll be doing more Broadway. We'll be doing more movies. We'll be doing more TV. We'll be doing more award shows. Across our desk comes new guests. Mateo Lanes. People just text me. He'll be on next week. Next week, Mateo Lanes. Engelbert Humperdinck for Valentine's Day. And so much more here at the Roundtable. If you're brand new to the show, thank you so much for being here. I had fun being here with you. You break up my week. You give me some joy and some love and peace. And I hope, I said on Instagram before the show today, it sometimes feels like, why do we do the show? Because the world is so crazy. And I don't know, like, I don't want to forget how crazy the world is. But joy and peace and art and the moment together is just as important as activism, protest, and speaking out. We all need that refuge and that moment as well. So I give that to you. Thank you for giving it to me. I love you all so much for being here. Thank you so much, Adrian and John. Thank you to my husband for letting me take this time out of the day and doing this show. Thank you all for watching. My parents, my family, everybody. I love you, and I'll see you next Thursday with Mateo Lane. You talk about a gay, messy show. Mateo Lane is here next week. Oh, baby. Buckle up. We're the only show that will give you a gospel artist one week and a gay comedian the next. Thank you, Miss Cato. We need the show because the world is crazy. So we're bringing gay Mateo Lane comedian in this crazy world next week. Join us on Thursday. Thank you for watching Miss Cato the whole time. She spends the day with me. Why does she want to go home to me too? I love you all for being here. God bless you. And I'll see you again next time. The best is yet to come, right? Best is yet to come. Till then, bye, everybody.